Hello students, in the previous sections we have seen about different threats and different mechanisms that threats or hackers use to get into your computer system to cause damage or steal your data. Okay, so different type of methods we have seen, infection methods and malware actions. Through them we have seen different items such as viruses and trojans, etc., and adwares, spywares, ransomwares, etc. So in the section we are going to see how to prevent this attacks or how to divert away from this kind of attacks. Okay, that we are going to deal in this section. Okay, so what we are going to see here is the antivirus, passwords, firewall, and awareness. These are the basic concept in the network security or network security prevention about on this kind of attacks. Okay, first we are going to see the antivirus. Okay, so what is an antivirus? It's a software that is designed to filter out these kind of attacking softwares such as viruses or any other type of malwares. Okay, so a program which having a malicious intent, that is termed as a virus or any other kind of malwares. So that is what a malware is. So antivirus is a program designed to filter out these kind of malwares from your network or your system itself. Okay, so each and every day new viruses or other malwares are created. At the same time, antivirus databases are also being updated. So whenever there is a malware is there, so an antivirus software can filter out it from the system. Okay, so to prevent a network attack or security threat on your system, you have to ensure that a reputable antivirus software is installed. Okay, there are many different antivirus programs are there in the network, in the internet, where free to download, which collects a little amount of money to download and provide the service, etc. are there. So you have to ensure that it is reputable. By reputable means not only the fame or not only the popularity. Okay, you have to ensure that it works fine. Okay, it works fine and it works well to keep your system protected. So you have to ensure a reputable antivirus software has been installed. Then you have to ensure that the antivirus software is up to date. Okay, so once you downloaded the antivirus program, you have to make sure that your antivirus software's data virus database has to be updated every day itself. Okay, so then only the newer viruses or newer threats can be eliminated from your system. Then this antivirus software is also provide internet protection and guards against cyber threats also. Nowadays, most of the antivirus program protection against internet theft, identity theft, and then fraud, internet fraud practices, etc., etc. Okay, then it guards against cyber threats also. Then they are also provide protection against phishing websites or fake websites, etc. also. Okay, so nowadays most of the financial transaction are also happening through the internet itself. So you have to make sure that you have installed an reputable, eligible or good antivirus program in your computer system. Then the passwords. So passwords provide the fine line of defense against unauthorized access. Okay, so every login credential, whenever we need a login credential, we have to use a password, a strong password. Then only our data will be secure. Either it is a computer system or either it is a network website. We have to ensure that it is password protected. Then you have to change passwords on a regular basis. Thereby, one password for lifetime, that policy will not be applied here. Okay, so you have to change your passwords on a regular basis, and you have to use strong passwords. Then strong password means including uppercase and lowercase letters, then including special characters, and then including numbers, etc. So at least a 10 character password with having uppercase and lowercase letters, special characters, numbers, etc. should be there. So that's what a strong password is. Then you have to avoid sharing them with you don't share with anyone else. Okay, so that is the password protection. Then firewall. Okay, so firewall is a program or a physical system that acts as a barrier or a wall in between your computer and other outside networks. Okay, so that's what a firewall is. It can be physical system or a software which blocks out threats to your computer system. Okay, so three type of firewalls are there: packet filtering, and then application filtering, and packet inspection firewalls. As the name implies, packet filtering is completely related to network. Firewall stands between the internal network and the external network. So data travels through packets, right? So these packets are filtered through this firewall. Then if any threat is there, firewall blocks the particular program there or particular packet there, then remaining packets only will be received. Then application filtering means if you have any particular program or application trying to access the network without your permission or trying to get into your computer system without your permission, then firewall will block that particular application. Then packet inspection, similar to packet filtering, it will inspect each and every packet and scan for security threats. If any threat is present there, it will eliminate that particular packet from passing into your computer system. Some examples are WatchGuard network security, Palo Alto networks, etc. So these are firewalls. So firewalls can be physical or non-physical. That means software or hardware, which protects your computer system by allowing access or permitting certain programs access to your network and your computer system. So that's what a firewall is. So many of you may have think of that firewall and antivirus program are the same. No, and a antivirus program or antivirus program which is a particular software or a particular database which contains the definition of different viruses. If a particular virus virus or any malware that tries to get into your computer system, then this antivirus program scans for that particular malware in your in the antivirus database. Then this particular malware is present inside the database, then only it blocks. But a firewall is blocks a certain type of softwares, or you can also set the rules for a particular firewall. You can allow you can block the particular application's network access, or you can allow a particular application to access the network, etc. Okay, so basically firewall and antivirus or a defender program in your computer system, they are different, entirely different. Next we are going to see about is data backup. Okay, so data backup is an important item in providing your or keeping your data safe, or what we can say, if there is any chance for data loss, you can avoid that by data backup. Okay, so what is data backup is copying important information on a secondary storage device or cloud storage. So cloud storage is what? Cloud storage is internet based storage. Okay, storing data on remote servers and accessing whenever we are needing of that particular data. Okay, so copying important information on secondary storage devices or cloud storage, that's what a data backup is. Then it guarantees security of data if data loss or data corruption occurs. Okay, so when we are always using an electronic system, there is always a chance for data loss and data corruption. So if there is backup available, then we can have this we can avoid this data loss or data corruption. Then we have to frequently backup data and files to ensure security. So if someone blocks out of our computer system using a ransomware attack or a malware attack, then if we have a secure backup or frequent backup is there, then we can avoid this kind of attacks. Okay, we don't have to fall for their threats or attacks. Then next we are going to see about is awareness programs. Okay, we have to provide awareness against threats and prevention mechanisms. Okay, so we have to ensure about, or we have to provide awareness in the general public or the persons who you are using this network. We have to provide necessary information about security threats to them. Then only they are familiar against this kind of attacks. Then we have to also give information about or awareness about prevention mechanisms. Okay, then how this awareness can be spread across these persons. Awareness classes and training programs are used to spread awareness against cyber security threats and this kind of prevention mechanisms. Okay. So some other important things to notice are you have to always go for legitimate software. That means there are a lot of free softwares available and there are a lot of paid softwares are available. So what is the difference between open source software and this paid softwares? The difference is that the companies who develop this kind of paid softwares earn their revenue through the pricing of these softwares. Okay, so if you want to download a particular program and you don't want to pay for that, then you will naturally go for this cracks and cracked softwares. So don't go for that. Okay, so if a particular cracked software is used, then there is a chance for a virus getting into your computer system. Okay, so that is the reason for going for legitimate software. Always download the original software from the designer itself. Then use trusted download sites. Okay, in most of the times we will go for third-party download sites to download these programs. Okay, you have to download from the trusted websites. Only then there is less chance for a virus or a malware getting into your computer system through the internet. Then control the programs through firewall. There are maybe a lot of programs in your computer system. Some of them may trying to access the network without your permission. So you have to control your programs or to control the programs access control using this firewall program in your computer system. Then keep an eye on secondary storage devices. Nowadays, most secondary storage devices are less used to transfer files. Even if you are using a secondary storage device to transfer files, you have to keep an eye on them and then scan them using your antivirus program before inserting into your computer system. Okay, so that's all about preventing a malware or any kind of attack, network-based attacks into your computer system. Using these methods, you can prevent these kind of cyber threats or network threats to getting into your computer system or being fall for this kind of network attacks. Okay, thanks again. We will see with another class next week.